as the head coach, Brent Vernon, joins me. A lot of fun here today. Man, that one first half was pretty intense, pretty wild. You knew UPike would have that run. Your guys weathered all the storms and come out of here with another one, buddy.
Yeah, I'm for
Number
real.
100. Congratulations. You know
Thank
that?
you. No, I did not. Had
No,
no
number
idea.
100.
Well, that goes to guys like we got right now. Obviously been through some adversity and fought, but all that goes to, all the guys that I've coached over the last 6 years and my assistants, because without them, none of this happens. It has absolutely zero to do with me. Obviously, I'm happy to have that, and it's a nice accomplishment, but we want a whole lot more. And I'm just really proud of our guys. I really feel like, and I'll have to watch the film from beginning to end, this was our best effort the entire way through. Our attention to detail was great. We had a lot of different guys step up, and this is what we've been sort of envisioned the whole time. And sometimes you have to go through adversity to get there, and we have. But I'm incredibly proud of our men today.
We look at the offensive numbers, the points and all that stuff, but you held UPike right around their season low, not quite, but close. A team that averages 81 points a game to 55. They shot it just 36% today. They, on the season, shoot at 51%. Defensively, it seemed you guys were really locked in.
We were, and we did a whole lot of different things, which is somewhat surprising to me because we've not been locked in all year, but we changed up our ball screen defense depending on who we had on the floor. Ross was phenomenal defensively, and that's one of the areas he sometimes struggles. And Jay Key, whenever we just switched it up, and our guys just did a really nice job maturing sort of a little bit before our eyes. And I know there's times where they can be young men and they can make mistakes, but these are good guys, good kids, and I'm going to battle with them. And anything under 39% is great defense, and they were at 36. And a telling stat is we were only 2 of 14 from 3, and we still got that win. So just a very, very happy coach right now, honestly.
Yeah, and you look, and there are a lot of guys that we could single out per se. We'll talk about a couple of them, but you mentioned team effort, and everybody played a factor here today. Malachi DeSouza, 16-5. He's went into the starting lineup. He has upped his points per game in conference. Typically that's tough to do. Maybe you get an easy 1 or 2 different things. He is playing better in the last 2 to 3 weeks than he has since he's been here. The numbers prove it. The results maybe even prove it.
Yeah, he was one of the guys when I recruited, watching a lot of film on him. I thought he had a chance to be a difference maker for us. And he got here, and like a lot of our guys, everybody just wanted it too quickly, too fast. And coming from a different program, they do things a little different. So we had to break down some habits that we thought were bad. And then we got back from Christmas. Me and him had a talk, and I told him, I said, I think you deserve to be there, but I've got to have you more locked in and just work on being a better teammate. And it wasn't that he was a bad teammate. He holds himself to a very high standard of perfection, and nobody's perfect. And when he would make mistakes, he would get so frustrated, he would take himself out of the game to where he couldn't really perform well. And since then, he's done a great job, and it's hard for us to really get going without him out there.
Maybe a tribute to the snow. Feels more at home.
Hey, there you go. Whatever it is, just he needs to keep doing it because he's battled hard all year for it, and he's getting rewarded right now.
You didn't have many players come back from last season's team. A couple of them that did, Sam Lining and Ross Ryan. Today, those 2 grinders, man, talk to me about Sam, what he was able to do, and Ross there for a bit. The offense was running through him, and he was cashing in.
Yeah, Sam, Malachi's been a difference maker. Sam has been the ultimate difference maker. Because, again, I go back to 14 guys on our team at the beginning of the year, and I wanted to see who they would vote as a team captain, and 13 guys voted for him. The only person that didn't was himself because he can't. He's the type of guy you want in your program every year. 4.0, he's going to be done in 4 years with his master's, but he does everything right. He guards, he rebounds, and sometimes he makes shots, sometimes he doesn't. But he's one of those guys that affects the game without even having to look at a stat sheet. Early on, sometimes as a coach, you make mistakes and you're looking for playmaker scores and all of that, and probably did a disservice to Sam early in the year. But he never wavers. He's the hardest worker, and now he's reaping all the benefits. And again, just like Malachi, it's hard for us to play without him. And you talk about Ross. Ross, he knows he's got some limitations here and there, but he's an incredibly hard worker. In the last few games, he's played really well, and he's a guy that we got to get some touches to. He only played 20 minutes, but he maximizes the minutes that he has. And it's just really, you know, as a coach, it's fun to see that just sort of develop and mature for our team.
You held them down offensively. Darius Love really kind of, you know, gave you guys the business down there today. You took him away. Outside of Maurice Dixon, they couldn't find anything. What was the you know, on the defensive side? We talked about the points. We talked about the shooting. What was the game plan going in?
Well, you know, at their place, when it was early in the year, but they were really shooting lights out as a team, and we really hugged up on their shooters, and they just beat us to the rim. And since then, they've gotten to where they're way more about trying to beat people to the rim. So we really threw the table at them, and we are gap defense everywhere. We weren't letting them just dribble and get to the rim. And I know they made 7 threes, but it was only at 35%, which is not bad. And our guys, again, we just wanted to prevent the dribble drive. And everybody was locked in and in the right spot. And because of that, we held their percentage low.
I know this is completely foreign to you. You have a day off Monday. You don't know what a day off is like.
No.
I mean, you were in that portion of the schedule.
Yeah, and next week is like, it's the first week in a long time. It's a normal Thursday,
week.
Saturday. But it's like I told our guys, we're definitely off tomorrow. There's a good chance we'll take off Monday, because once you play Thursday, you're back to a gauntlet. Thursday, Saturday, Monday, Thursday, Saturday, and those last 3 are on the road. And we've just came off of a gauntlet, and we're tired. There's no doubt about it. And we should be, because we've played extremely hard. And I think the most important thing at this time of the year is making sure you can rest and recover. And that's what we've got to make sure we do. We've got to take care of our bodies. And our guys did a great job yesterday of understanding what that meant. They've spent many minutes in the training room with Derek, and again, I think it paid dividends today.
This may piggyback on that response there, but not looking ahead to Lindsey Wilson. That'll be here soon enough. But what are the focal points for you guys over the next few days? Rest, obviously, recuperating, but keeping the momentum going.
Yeah, well, Tuesday, Monday we'll probably get some shots up, but it's a day off. Tuesday we'll come in and get after it, and we'll go ahead and start the development for our game plan of how we need to guard. Then on Wednesday it'll be a lighter day. But, you know, we played Lindsey on the back end of finals week. We had been here with own people on campus. Finals were over. It's a really tough situation. You know, all of our team was leaving immediately following the game. No excuse. We played poorly. They kicked our butts. And it's a rivalry. And again, those games should be close and be fun and exciting. So it's never a revenge game. I don't believe in that. It's a game that we have to be more prepared and play better than we did, and it's a game that we can win because we have this momentum building. And these last 7 games are incredibly important, and we feel like we can go out and win them all if we play right.
Congratulations on this one.
Thanks, brother. I
Number
appreciate
100,
you.
Vernon and the Tigers victorious 62-55 here in the Powell Athletic Center.